Hi, I'm Stefan, the BMW DIY guy, and do you want to change your cabin air filter in your BMW X3? I'll show you how. All right, guys, so let's talk through this project a little bit. Now, the car's got about 45,000 miles on it, so it's about due for a new cabin air filter. This is one of those things that will come up when you take your car to the dealership, and there's no reason to have them do that. I mean, shop time is shop time, regardless of whether they're doing something serious or changing a filter, and I don't want to pay that. So this is an OEM filter, so I am going to be using, the actual BMW part to get this done. The part number will be listed in the video description below, so make sure to check that out, as long as any other tools or anything else you need to get this done. Now, one really important thing before we get started. This is a G01 X3 M40. Now, it is vital that before you change this air filter or you pull the existing one out, you started your car briefly, you put it in AC and recirculation. Make sure to do that, okay? Because there's a little door on the inside right next to the filter. There's a little door in the ventilation system. If that door is in the wrong position, you can potentially tear the door, damage it or tear the door off when you pull the filter out. Okay, don't do that, right? Don't take what is a very simple project to do and make it worse, because you're gonna end up back at the dealership with a big expensive repair bill to replace that door, that valve door on the inside of your system. So please, make sure AC on, recirculation on, and then turn the car off. That way that door is closed. So it'll be really easy to change this. Okay, so now we're gonna jump over to the passenger side of the car. We're gonna pull off the kick well plastics and we're gonna get this swapped out. Let's get started. Okay, so here we are on the passenger side footwell. There's this upper kick plate right here. There's these little twist locks. You're gonna take it, reach up and turn the tab 45 degrees, and that will get these to unlock. Now, sometimes they can be really stiff, but that wasn't too bad. So I'm just pull down on it and it'll come free. What you're going to want to do is reach back here and unplug the light, pull that off, then you can take this plastic out and set it aside. So once I get that set, let me get a better camera angle to show you what we're going to get up in here for where the air filter is. All right, so as we look underneath here, we look upwards, see this air duct right here, and then you'll see the bottom of the cover right there. It's easier to see than it is to film. So you'll see there's a couple of T20s holding it in place. There's a drain hose on that end, and on either end, there are these little retaining clips. So we're going to take the screws out first, and I'm going to attempt to do this without dealing with the drainage hose, if we can. So what we're going to do is take the screws out and then undo those clips and try to swing the bottom of that away and out of the way enough to get the filter out. Okay, so let me get those screws out and I'll show you what that looks like. All right, so got both screws out. Now these little tabs, I actually found it easier to kind of reach up above and pry from the top. The bottom part of the tabs don't seem to give enough leverage to be able to get them out very easily. And then I've just swung this out of the way without having to detach this drainage hose, which is nice. It just reduces the amount of hassle. Obviously the filter's already starting to fall out. So I just slide this out just like that. And yeah, that's not too bad. It might have been replaced sometime in the past. It's not too bad, but we'll put this back in. Now, a couple of things. If you notice, there's a very distinct angle to it. There's a notch that goes up in that upper corner. It goes towards the center of the car. Also, you have to bow the filter just a little bit when you put it in. But other than that, this is really not that hard. Okay, so go ahead and grab your new filter and we'll walk through putting this in. All right, so looking at the new filter, yeah, the old one wasn't that bad, but oh well, it was due to be done anyway. And if it's never been done in your car, it's a good idea. So you can see it goes in the right orientation with the notch here to the center. I've bowed it just a little bit in the middle to fit the angle that it goes in. And I'm just going to go up here and just slide it back up into place. Once it's back in, I can take that cover and swing that cover up gently and get those locking tabs to snap back into place. Really, really simple. So let's just get that done and then we'll get caught up. All right, just slid in really, really easily. Snapped up into place. Those locking tabs help hold it back up in place. So go ahead and put those two T20s back in. And then once that's done, just put your kick plate back on. There's two little loops on the back that go on hooks. Just slide it onto those hooks, slide it up into place, turn the twist locks, and you're all done. And this is something that you can easily do in about 10 minutes. Well done. All right, y'all, all done. And this takes a single T20 for a tool. Takes you about 5 minutes, 10 minutes to do, and it can save you, what, an hour of shop time? So this is just one of those simple things that you can keep up on, and it's easy to do, and it cuts down on the expense of owning your car, which is a good thing. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Please make sure to click like and subscribe. It makes a genuine difference to my channel, and I would truly appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'll see you on my next video.